Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's Mary here. And on Monday, we released a really exciting podcast episode called The Power of No and Why You Should Say It More Often. And the inspiration behind the episode really came because I put out a fulfillment survey where I asked some questions that kind of dug deep into the reasons why people weren't living a fulfilled life or why they felt like they weren't following their dreams. And one of the most common answers was that lack of time. People just didn't have enough time. And the interesting thing about time is that it's the great equalizer. It is the one resource we all have the same amount of. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, okay? What separates successful people from others is that they have mastered the ability to use their time effectively. And, years ago when I started my own personal journey of studying successful people and understanding their habits and how they get success in their life, one thing I realized is that they say no a lot. And the reason they say no is because they've clearly defined the vision they have for their life. They've set goals around that. And anything that doesn't fit into that bucket, they're saying no to. And I almost felt really liberated when I learned that, because I was one of those people that used to think that the more I was saying yes to, the more I was doing, the harder I was working, that success would somehow find me. But what I ended up realizing was that I always felt stretched too thin, and that I never really had a clear path of where I was going or what I was doing, because that path always seemed to be dictated by other people. All right, and what people need to understand about saying yes and saying no is that there's always going to be an inverse relationship between the two. When you say yes to something, you are always saying no to something else, right? If you say yes to waking up at 5 a.m, you're saying no to an extra hour of sleep. But you may also be saying yes to spending an hour of uninterrupted time to be able to get something productive done in the morning. Who knows? It depends on what your life is. And part of the grind, the purpose of the grind of greatness is to just get people to wake up to their circumstance. Wake up to your life and start living with intention. So as you're listening to this, start thinking about the things in life that you're saying yes to, right? Well, what is it that you're really saying no to? And I bet if you're somebody out there that just feels like you're stretched too thin, that you're not following your dreams because you're saying yes to the demands of everybody else, and you're letting them dictate your time. You're letting them define the life that you're living instead of you defining it. And we want to get you to a place where it is you living with intention, where it is you defining your life and what you're doing to move forward to your vision. And being able to say no is crucial to that, all right? So the episode is jam-packed with, how do you actually define boundaries with other people? How do you know what to say yes and no to? How do you communicate those boundaries to other people so that you can take charge of your schedule, of your time? And of course, we leave you with action items on how you can do those things now, how you can implement them, because I really don't want to see people using time as an excuse for not living their life, not living their true purpose. All right. So learn how to get your time back. Join the episode. Let us know what you think. We're super excited to have you. Thank you for all the support you guys have been showing so far, and I'll see you next week. Peace.